Hello, devoted Salemites and die-hard Days of Our Lives fans. It's your favorite crew here at TV Days Drama Digest, the pulse-pounding heartbeat of daytime drama, where we dive headfirst into the twisted tales, heart-wrenching betrayals, and jaw-dropping revelations that keep us all glued to our screens. Today, as the crisp autumn air sweeps through the fictional streets of Salem, we're not just whispering rumors, we're unleashing a full-throated roar about one of the most tantalizing what-if scenarios brewing in the shadows of Horton Square. Picture this, the clock ticking down to November 8th, 2025, the days of our lives, our beloved soap opera that has outlasted empires, fashions, and countless bad hair days, celebrates its monumental 60th anniversary. Balloons will burst, champagne will flow, or at least, in true Salem fashion, get spiked with something sinister, and a parade of prodigal sons and daughters will storm back into town like a hurricane of unresolved grudges and long-buried passions. But amid this glittering gala of nostalgia and new beginnings, our hearts and our speculation fixate on one name that echoes like a thunderclap through the DiMera mansion, Nicole Walker. Yes, the Nicole Walker, the vixen with a velvet voice and a venomous bite, portrayed with fiery perfection by Ariane Zucker. Will she she make a triumphant, tear-streaked return to the canvas that birthed her most unforgettable scandals? And if she does, will it be in time to plunge into the maelstrom engulfing her daughter, Holly Jonas, whose young life is unraveling like a poorly knit sweater in a windstorm? We're talking emotional tsunamis, mental minefields, and a baby drama so convoluted it could make even Stefano DiMera crack a sly smile from beyond the grave. And let's not forget the enigmatic Sophia Choi and the tiny bundle of chaos known as baby Tesoro, whose true parentage might just be the explosive fuse that ignites the entire anniversary celebration into a bonfire of deceit. Buckle up, dear readers, because in this deep-dive edition of TV Days Drama Digest, we're not just discussing possibilities. We're painting a vivid, visceral portrait of what a Nicole return could unleash: shattered alliances, unearthed skeletons, and enough dramatic irony to fill a season's worth of episodes. Why do we believe this isn't just fan fiction fodder, but a narrative necessity? Because in Salem, where love is a battlefield and truth is the ultimate weapon, leaving Holly adrift without her mother's fierce protection feels not just wrong, it feels like a betrayal of the show's soul. Let's unpack this layer by scandalous layer, shall we? Before we plunge into the heart of the Holly-Nicole saga, let's set the stage with the grandeur that is DOL's 60th anniversary. 60 years. That's 15,000 episodes of passion plays, poisonings, possessions, and the occasional possessed priest. From the Horton family's foundational fortitude to the DiMera's diabolical dynasties, Salem has been a petri dish for human frailty, where every wedding crashes harder than a Greek tragedy and every resurrection defies logic more spectacularly than the last. As we stand on the precipice of November 8th, the Peacock streaming service, DOL's digital home since 2022, has promised a spectacle that honors the past while hurtling us into uncharted chaos. Co-head writers Paula Quigley and Jean-Marie Ford, who took the reins earlier this year, have teased a retrospective that kicks off new stories, centered around a lavish hospital gala in honor of the late Tom Horton, MacDonald Carey, intertwined with E.J. DiMera's Dan Feuerriegel, shadowy experiments in his private lab. It's classic Salem, celebration laced with conspiracy, joy shadowed by jeopardy. And oh, the returns. The floodgates are creaking open wider than the gates of hell. Remember when the devil literally crashed a wedding? Super couple Beau Brady, Peter Reckell, and Hope Williams, Christian Alfonso, are saddling up for their first joint appearance in years, bringing that timeless spark of danger and devotion. Carrie Brady, Christy Clark, wafts back like a ghost of Christmases past, while Sierra Weston, Victoria Conifal, and Will Horton, Chandler Massey, promise fresh fire to old flames. Anna, Leanne Hunley, and Tony DiMera, Theo Penglis, will stir the pot with their aristocratic antics. Jack Devereaux, Matthew Ashford, and Jennifer Horton, Melissa Reeves, will tug at our sentimental heartstrings, and Shane Donovan, Charles Shaughnessy, slinks in with his spy master savvy. Sammy Brady, Allison Sweeney, and Rex Brady, Kyle Loder, are slated for heartfelt homecomings, and even Emily O'Brien swaps her Teresa Donovan wig for Gwen Rizika's scheming smirk come March 2025. Add in Andrew Donovan, Colton Little, Paul Narita, Christopher Sean, Steve Olson, Steven Schnetzer, and original cast gem Marie Horton, Marie Cheatham, and you've got a reunion that could power the Salem PD's evidence locker for decades. But amid this cavalcade of comebacks, one glaring absence looms larger than the DiMera chessboard: Nicole Walker. Her last airdate, July 29, 2024, left fans gutted, her exit mired in real-life turmoil that spilled over into tabloid headlines and courtroom dramas. Ariane Zucker's departure wasn't a graceful fade to black. It was a fiery severance, complete with lawsuits alleging workplace harassment and a production company's cold shoulder. Corday Productions fired back, calling it retaliation, but the scars run deep. Zucker, ever the warrior, has channeled that pain into new ventures, a YouTube channel brimming with raw vulnerability, fan events that feel like therapy sessions, and whispers of indie projects that showcase her unyielding talent. Yet, as of this writing, no olive branch has extended from the DOL brass. Legal entanglements linger like a bad hangover, and with episodes taped months in advance, any return would demand a miracle of mediation. Still, in the soap opera universe, miracles aren't miracles, they're Monday's plot twist. With Nicole's storied history as a linchpin of Salem's lore, from her debut in 1998 as a wide-eyed model to her evolution into a multifaceted maven of mischief and motherhood, her exclusion from this anniversary tapestry would be akin to a Horton family picnic without pie. And let's be real, the current chaos swirling around her daughter Holly screams for maternal intervention. Nicole isn't just a character, she's a force, a phoenix who rises from ashes of abortion scandals, baby switches, and bedroom betrayals. To ignore that now? Unthinkable. But more on Holly's harrowing hour of need in a moment. First, let's rewind the reel on Nicole's indelible imprint. Nicole Walker. Where to begin with a woman whose life reads like a greatest hits album of DOL's most audacious arcs? Debuting in 1998, played first by Ariane Zucker in a role that fused Jessica Buchanan's innocence with the serpent's cunning, Nicole arrived in Salem chasing modeling dreams and marital machinations. Her shotgun wedding to Jan Spears' brother was just the appetizer. The main course was her obsessive tango with Austin Reed, Austin Peck, a dance that pirouetted through kidnappings, comas, and countless catfights with Sammy Brady. But it was motherhood that humanized and haunted her. The stillbirth of her daughter with Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, in 2008, a dagger to the gut. Stealing Sammy's baby Sydney and passing it off as her own? Peak Nicole, desperate, devious, devastating. We've seen her claw her way through custody wars with Chloe Lane, Nadia Burlin, endured Dimos Kyriakis, Robert Kelker Kelly, tyrannical thumb, and navigate the DiMera vortex with EJ, then James Scott, now Dan Feuerriegel, birthing a son amid gunfire and grief. Daniel Jonas, Sean Christian, tragic death in 2016 left her shattered, but from those shards rose Holly, her miracle baby, born from frozen embryos and frozen hearts. Zucker's portrayal earned 3 Daytime Emmy nods, a testament to her alchemy of vulnerability and venom. Off-screen, her 2024 exit, fueled by allegations against ex-co-EP Albert Alar, cast a pall over the show, with Zucker tearfully thanking fans on YouTube, "My last air date, I think, it's July 29th. And we'll see how things go after that." The lawsuit's echoes? A stark reminder that behind the glamour, soaps are workplaces too. Yet, as DOL hurdles toward 60, whispers persist. Reconciliation rumors swirl on fan forums, and with the anniversaries honoring the legacy mandate, could producers swallow pride for plot's sake? Imagine the headlines. Ariane Zucker settles suit, stuns Salem. It's not just possible, it's poetic. And poetry demands drama. Enter Holly Jonas, Nicole's teenage tempest, whose current storyline is a powder keg primed for a maternal matchstick. If Salem were a Shakespearean stage, Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, would be our storm-ravaged Ophelia, young, fierce, and fracturing under the weight of a world that chews up innocence and spits out survivors. At 17, thanks to a Sora's jump that aged her from toddler terror to teen turmoil, Holly's arc has been a masterclass in escalating anguish. Born in 2016 amid Nicole and Chloe's brutal custody clash, Holly as the ultimate prize in a proxy war for Daniel's legacy, she's no stranger to instability. Presumed dead in a 2019 fire, classic soap sleight of hand, only to resurface like a vengeful specter, Holly's return ignited fresh infernos. Fast forward to 2025, and Holly's life is a carousel of catastrophe. Her overdose scare last year? A gut-wrenching wake-up call to the perils of privilege and pain. Now, entangled in a love triangle that's more scalpel than rose, she's caught between Tate Black, Leo Howard, the brooding bad boy with a badge of honor from Juvie, and the lingering ghost of her crush on Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman. Spoilers for this week, October 6th to 10th, paint a portrait of despair. Holly, sobbing over everything being ruined with Tate, witnesses a seemingly intimate moment between him and Sophia Choi, Rachel Boyd, his hand on her shoulder, a gesture twisted by jealousy into betrayal. In a haze of heartbreak, she packs a bag, vowing to flee Salem forever, her tears carving rivers down cheeks still flushed from rage. This isn't puppy love, it's a psychological siege. Holly's serious emotional and mental turmoil, as our sources whisper, manifests in torched rooms. Literally, she sets her bedroom ablaze in a fit of fury on October 1st, and reckless runs that echo her mother's own runaway youth. Tate's search for her leads to Ari Horton, Marissa Reyes, who drops a bombshell hinting at deeper deceptions. And lurking in the wings? Her online film class, with none other than Professor Johnny DiMera, former flame turned forbidden fruit. The scandal Johnny's brewing? It reeks of recriminations and rekindled sparks, potentially dragging Holly into a vortex of DiMera depravity. In this maelstrom, where's the anchor? Where's the woman who birthed her amid blizzard betrayals, who fought tooth and nail for every coup and crawl? Nicole's absence isn't just plot convenience, it's a gaping wound. Holly's turmoil feels weird without her, as if the scriptwriters forgot the first rule of Salem parenting: chaos calls for cavalry. Enter Nicole, stage left, with a glare that could curdle cream and a hug that heals empires. Now let's crank the drama dial to 11, because no DOL tale is complete without a baby switch straight out of Nicole's playbook. Enter Sophia Choi, the doe-eyed destroyer whose schemes slither like ivy up the walls of the DiMera empire. Sophia, portrayed with wide-eyed wickedness by Rachel Boyd, isn't just a side character. She's a serpent in schoolgirl's clothing, her pregnancy plot a Pandora's box of paternity puzzles and adoption atrocities. Rewind to last fall. Sophia, desperate to ditch her impending bundle, initially pinned on Tate in a web of white lies, dumps her newborn, dubbed Tesoro, by his foster dads, Javi Hernandez, Al Calderon, and the irrepressible Leo Stark, Greg Ricart, into the firehouse safe haven box. A heart-wrenching handover, shrouded in secrecy, but oh, the ripples. Javi and Leo bond with little Tesoro like he's their own miracle, all swaddled coups and midnight feedings in the Hernandez household. Meanwhile, Sophia fakes her bump with padding and pretense. Her parents, Amy, Sherna Nielsen, and Mr. Choi, more obsessed with optics than offspring, pressuring her to live up to their impeccable facade. But here's the hook that hooks us. Tesoro is Sophia's son. The DNA whispers confirm it. Yet the father's identity? A black hole of blackout and betrayal. Tate? Exonerated by tests run by Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, who pores over results like a man possessed, fitting, given his lineage. Aaron Green, Louis Tomeo? A suspect in Sophia's subconscious, perhaps born from a salt she buried deeper than DiMera diamonds. Or is it a schemer's slight, Sophia pinning it on Tate to secure support, only for the truth to claw its way out like a zombie from a crypt? The intrigue amplifies when Johnny and Chanel DiMera, Raven Bowens, enter the adoption fray, their hearts set on Tesoro as the family fix after Chanel's miscarriage heartbreak. Sophia, seething with sabotage, orchestrates a scorched earth campaign, anonymous letters branding the couple unfit and undeserving, timed texts from burner phones posing as Holly to stoke jealousy flames, meetings with Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, to murmur doubts. October 1's episode detonates the bomb. A social worker reads the damning missive aloud, leaving Chanel devastated, Johnny defiant, and Sophia smirking from the shadows. Enter the parallels to Nicole that scream, "Return now." Baby switches? Nicole's stolen Sydney saga. Intrigue and impersonation? Her playbook. Emotional extortion? She wrote the manual. Imagine Nicole, drawn back by anniversary allure or a cryptic call from Maggie Horton, Suzanne Rogers, rolling into Salem like a storm cloud. She spots Sophia's serpentine smile, senses the echo of her own sins in this young schemer's eyes. Confrontation? Inevitable. You think you can toy with lives like they're pawns? Nicole hisses, her voice the velvet whip. Or bolder, Nicole, with her journalistic nose, remember her fancy face days, uncovers Tesoro's truth, swabbing DNA in the dead of night, piecing together Sophia's patchwork of lies. The reveal? A town-shaking thunderbolt, Tesoro's father tied to a DiMera secret, or worse, a ghost from Nicole's past. And Holly? Nicole's radar pings instantly. Bursting into the Kiriaki's manse, she finds her daughter a hollow-eyed husk, bag in hand, ticket to oblivion clutched like a lifeline. The reunion? Raw, riveting. Tears mingle with tirades, "You left me, Mom. And now everything's ashes." Holly wails. Nicole, unyielding yet undone, pulls her close. "I clawed through hell to give you life, baby girl. No one's taking your fight, not Sophia, not Tate, not this cursed town." Mother-daughter therapy turns tactical. Nicole mentors Holly through the heartbreak, decoding Tate's loyalties, exposing Sophia's strings. Dramatic peak? Nicole crashing the anniversary gala, Tesoro in arms, post-kidnap chaos averted, declaring, "This child's secrets end tonight." Fireworks, literal and figurative, ensue. We're not alone in this fever dream. Our TV Days Drama Digest forums are ablaze with speculation. Nicole's return is the only way to save Holly from herself, posts at Salem Siren 87. Sophia is mini Nicole, gone wrong. Let Ariane school her, chimes at Baby Switch Blues. Polls skew 78% in favor of a Zucker comeback, with 62% betting on a Tesoro tie-in. Even skeptics concede, amid 60 years of resurrections, Nicole's revival feels faded. So, will Nicole return? The tea leaves swirl suggestively. With DOL's 2-year Peacock renewal and writers vowing eventful, exciting stories, excluding Zucker from this legacy luau would be malpractice. Her role in Holly's havoc? Non-negotiable. The Sophia Tesoro tangle? A tailor-made trigger for Nicole's redemption arc, exposing lies, embracing truths, perhaps even fostering a fractured family with EJ or Eric in tow. As the anniversary dawn breaks, we at TV Days Drama Digest implore, bring her home, Salem. Let Nicole's fire forge Holly's future, unravel Sophia's web, and remind us why we tune in daily, for the drama that mirrors our messes, mends our breaks, and makes us believe in second and 60th chances. What say you, faithful fans? Will Nicole storm the gala and snatch Tesoro from the jaws of deceit? Is Sophia's secret safe or Sophia's downfall? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.